Hello. Hello, hello. Oh my god, it's loud. I forgot what we're doing. Messed all my windows up. 12:30 a.m. That sounds right. Oh god. Wait, I actually don't remember. I don't remember if this was the right save or not. Wait, let me go back. It has to be, right? You're sharing. You're right. It's been so long. It's not like I could have streamed this 2 weeks ago and would have forgotten where I was anyway. Can I get out of this menu, please? Memory is a thing that I don't know the meaning of. Okay. Reading again. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Kylie. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You didn't like yesterday's either? You're too honest sometimes, Yuri. No, but really. I want to put this on my wall. Who puts poems on their wall? Can I? Yuri. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Stop putting yourself down, me. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Kylie poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Wholesome. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sari hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works, but that is exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. I have to say, my fucking air conditioner has been running on dehumidify for like 73 hours. Not 73 hours, but it still feels gross in here. The purpose of art is to make you feel something. That is absolutely a purpose of art. Also, funny story, I switched the stream thing to fucking ultra low latency, and I'm pretty sure the delay on chat is even longer. Unless the chat in Streamlabs just is super delayed and there's nothing I can do about it. I wonder if that's the case. Well, so I also have a Firefox window with the stream open because the chat appears in Streamlabs so much slower. But I wonder if it's just that Slobs reads it not quickly. Which I guess is fine anyway, because I can't sign into YouTube in Slobs, so I can't even type my replies in Slobs, which is the reason I opened it in the first place in another window. But maybe I just don't use the space, and I zoom in over here. Oh god, I broke everything. Oh my god. No, none of this is what I want. This. Go this way. Okay. Okay, we're cool. Yeah, maybe. Back to our actually scheduled program. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. She just said that, though. She just said that she doesn't know. Yeah. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Is it hurting anybody? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. Okay, you turned that around and made it wholesome and whatnot. So, there we go. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. What is that expression? Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? The word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, excuse me, the sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. That's a cute way of phrasing that. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kylie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be from my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. The BFG? Like the BFG from Doom? Or the... I don't know what you're talking about. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? The kid's book. Is it the Big Friendly Giant? Right, okay. Do I remember? I don't know if I remember that. He puts dreams in bottles. Interesting. wonder what happens to the big friendly giant. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Wow. Fucking asshole. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. You are so rude. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Hahaha. Don't get ahead of yourself. Xiaoti's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi again, Kylie. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Oh, I thought she was taking the poem right now. I put the wrong pronunciation on that. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Are you a guidance counselor? I love that Sayori does that thing where she likes something and invests everything into it. LOL. For like a week. I keep wanting to stretch, but then I can't click to the next things. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You are so self-deprecating, friendo. I can relate. She's very excited, even though it's probably not going to stick. Yeah, as long as you can be, you know, happy with it. And, like, feel good. I see what you're saying. You're right. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? I also keep thinking that Monica has cat ears. But you can't. Can you see my mouse? I forget. You can't. I don't think. Well, it looks like she has cat ears. Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... All right. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Cannot see mouse, no. Yeah. Oh well. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. Why do you keep assuming that people are being mean when you're the one who keeps saying mean things? Uncalled for. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. I'm just the only one who's allowed to be an asshole. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Fucking Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Well, I would have whispered it if I knew that. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. All right, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save me. Load me. We just had the conversation about not seeing the mouse, and then I forgot that you can't. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? It didn't do anything. I thought something nifty was gonna happen. Oh well. Spooky. Spooky is the word. I guess it's just the way I write. I also forgot when you load up the game after the first time, it does like the MS-DOS thing. So that was brought back into my mind when I started again. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. That was a good idea. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Oh my god, okay. Story time real quick. So, Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass for the DS had this one puzzle where on your top screen there was like a stamp looking thing, like a seal, and on the bottom screen was something that looked like you needed to put like move it to it or something. And I spent like 30 or 40 minutes, I swear, trying to figure out how to fucking move this thing from the top screen of the DS to the bottom screen of the DS. I'm pretty sure I finally had to look it up. This was years ago. I don't remember. Anyway, the solution is closing your DS, because then you stamp the bottom screen with the top one. I was so fucking mad. That was the dumbest, like, fucking genius, but holy fucking shit. I was so mad. I tried every fucking tool I had found. I tried running all over that room. I tried doing all this dumb shit with the stylus. All you had to do was fucking close your DS for 1/10 of a second. Infuriating. Literally. Because it's literally like, okay, stop playing the game for... I think that was part of the thing too, was it's supposed to be like, you can't figure it out, and then you're like, I'll just come back later. But I'm not someone who usually like would just close my DS. I would save and exit my game, so that wouldn't work for me. I think I've seen other puzzles like that too, but I didn't play a ton of DS games, so... Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Aha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as the physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. I forget if she gave advice yesterday too. Lexi, can you Google for me really quick if Monica gives advice on the first day? And what it was? Because I can't remember because I played this a month ago. God. Okay, well, he does advice every day. I do not remember what the first one was. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. I need to fulfill my edgelord quota. Why can't you understand that? What do you mean by that? Her first advice is... Oh yeah, that makes sense. I wish that I could learn how to speak properly the way that I spent 4 years learning how to sing properly. Because I just can't do it. When I'm just reading stuff. Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Sounded British for a second. What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed to her back over to me. Wow. It's Poetry Sharing Club. Literature Club, whatever, I'm sorry. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. Yeah, Natsuki and Yuri, because they write like the exact opposite poetry. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Okay, but someone being rude is still, upsetting. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room... Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good together. Not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. I relate to you. I want to be your friend, except you're not real. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, so I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Huh. Yuri's reaction is the reaction of vocal performance majors when they're told that they have to perform in convo. Monica, Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori has been putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club, given that we are the club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Aha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This is like when you perform in Convocation. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone's stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Honestly, Lexi, I miss Convocation because I really do like performing in front of people, and the stress of school made it hard to do as much as I wanted to. But here we are, never being in school again. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Oh, you do? Oh, it's about that time, isn't it? I'm so sorry. That's something. Okay. In 7th grade in English class, we had a day, like a free write day. And at the end, we had the opportunity to share some stuff we wrote. My friend is all ready for his turn, and he gets up and he goes and sits down at the stool at the front of the room. And he holds his paper, and he goes, building stuff. And then he just starts fucking cracking up for like a minute and a half straight until finally he's just like, I'm sorry, and walks away. He had written a whole thing, but he couldn't stop laughing, so he just could not continue. That was so funny. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's too bad. At least it was like 6th grades. And you made it through. That's the big thing. We all have plenty of things from middle school that we'll cringe about. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. I don't want to recite to myself, though. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I guess I get what you're saying. I see. Okay, then. Sayori begins her poem. Why did I add that word? Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Kylie liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It means you're an asshole. Pro tag. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really fits you nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Facts. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Kylie. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kylie lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. Don't apologize the second you do things, you dumb fucking idiot. Me at myself. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. I fucking called you out, bud. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Don't be so fucking rude to everyone who's trying to help you. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Excuse me. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, But let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together after going together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Kylie. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. One of my least favorite things in the world is when people make big deals out of things that are literally not big deals. And then when you try to be like, it's not a big deal, they're like, oh, you're so defensive. Obviously this means something. Going for situations like this and other things too. It's just, oh my God. Fucking get out of your own fucking head for like 3 seconds. And accept that you can be wrong. Sorry, that was a trademark Garrett rant right there. Don't mind me. Anyway, I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Oops. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Classic Garrett rant. You better fucking love a classic Garrett rant. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles her words with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Nothing happened. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Alright. Which way we going, friends? Are we hurting feelings? Or are we lying? Can't we all walk together? Honestly, Phoebe, I was gonna make a joke when they were like, when everybody was being, what's the word I'm looking for? Jealous about it. I was like, well, why doesn't everybody just go home at once? Make a choice. Lexi, I'm thinking, go fuck yourself. I would like to choose not to decide. I'm gonna pull a rush. Let's see. Let's see. I'm also definitely not taking this opportunity to talk a little bit less. Don't what? Don't not choose, because I can't do that. You can clearly see that there's no not choice. Commit or don't commit. I am thinking, okay? I'm gonna go with option 1 with the disclaimer that if this were me in real life, I would be able to explain it in a way that would hopefully lessen the hurt feelings that are inevitably coming immediately after I say this, okay? That's my disclaimer. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, oh, obviously. Yeah, obviously. That's the problem with every video game, is I can't answer things the way that I want to answer them. The exact way where I'm like, I would solve all the problems. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So that, actually, very good point that I hadn't thought about. You gained 1 point, Pro Tag. That is your one good thing that you've said since the game started. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? Yeah, they try to make you answer them their own. And it's not even that, like, they obviously, like, obviously, like, they can't write an unlimited number of, or like honestly, they want the story to go a certain way because they're writing the story, but they also, like, you physically and virtually cannot account for every possible response, and like expecting that is just completely unfair. Most pro tags are lame. I wish. Do you mean like pro tags in general, or visual novel pro tags? Because that's, I mean, either way, probably, I would say probably most of them, like, greater than 50% are pretty boring. But specifically, self-insert ones have to be boring, which is always very disappointing. We argue about this at work because our creative director writes super sassy dialogue, and half the team likes it, and half the team is like, this is so mean, I would never say that. Okay, well, first of all, if it's sassy, then it's not actually mean, because it's joke. Second of all, the other half of your team doesn't like fun, Phoebe. Although I feel like you had mentioned at one point that they were, like, a bunch of the dialogue was pretty generic, and then they started adding in a bunch of this, like, hardcore, super sarcastic stuff, and it was like, wait, this isn't continuous. There's no continuity or something. I might be remembering the problem wrong, but something like that. Yeah. Like, obviously, like, especially first-person self-insert. Like, you really gotta, like, that was Ethan in Resident Evil 7 specifically. Like, a big part of the problem with him is that Resident Evil had been known up to that point for very, like, iconic, defined characters with, like, I want to say, like, big personalities. Like, they are very known, and then all of a sudden you have this. It was hard for a few reasons. It's the first person mainline Resident Evil title. They wanted it to feel self-inserty because of the way the horror worked. They needed you to feel immersed in it, but they still needed him to be a specific character because he fit in with, like, Mia's the fiance, and he is relevant to the main story because of these reasons. So, like, they had to, like, honestly, I think they did about the best job they could have, that with all of those things considered. But, like, I get where, like, it is very difficult, and I'm not a narrative writer, and I don't think I would want to try to do that, because, like, if you're writing stuff like this, and it's especially because it's like a lot of the things that are popular are tropes that, like, personally, myself, for example, I fucking hate a lot of, like, really common anime tropes, because they're, like, fucking, talking about cringe, they're fucking, like, they're so overused, played out. They're not, like, there's nothing good about them apart from the fact that they have been shown to work because people are fucking gross. And it's just like, I don't know. I forgot where I was going. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. That has nothing to do with what I just said. That is correct. Ahaha, you admitted it. How is that admitting it? Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. I'm thinking what's so good about Mass Effect is that it nails the protag who is somehow both self-insert and a very defined character. Yeah, I have not played Mass Effect, but from what I have seen of it, they did do a pretty good job for the most part with Shepard. So props to them for that. And things like Dragon Age, I think, does a good job. And I do have to admit, I haven't played many visual novels at all, so I can't really comment on those especially. And it, like, I definitely, totally, for the record, understand that it is a very, yeah, that's why I brought that into. It is a very difficult thing to do, to get a self-insert character to also like matter and also not just suck. But also I feel like the bar for being passable is not as difficult to reach as many stories would lead us to believe. But anyway. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? That's a fucked up way to think about your friend. Need you? Yuri, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. I would be very upset if one of my friends said that to me. It was like, you aren't gonna need me. If you say so. Yeah, I fucking say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes me happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. But also, like, walking home from school with one other person on one day does not mean that from that point you can never fucking think. I mean, I agree in that I wouldn't call it a trap question, but I see where even unintentionally, what was I trying to say? I see where hearing a question like that, even if it's unintentional, is like subconsciously setting you up. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and I get he probably, they, whatever, this protag probably is like, I'm losing my brain right now. This is the most thinking I've done in like weeks. Because she got so upset afterwards, I see where the protag is very like, oh, well, obviously I was just set up here. But also, if anybody in any story ever could take 2 seconds of critical thinking and work out problems. But it's written to be this way. I understand. I get it. But we can also yell at characters that are written to be problems. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Well, there's only one more day of school, so... Okay, I gotta try to remember the words now. Scars. No, what? How is scars a Sayori word? Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Wrath. Yeah, I know, but I always forget that it's like the words that the game views as depressing and cerebral, and like there's a very fine line between that and just like sad. Personally. But I am also the iconic emo kid who will be this way forever. So nightgown, that is a very odd word with the rest of these. Essence? Ooh, good guess. Depression. Oh, I think depression is a Sayori word. I already watched Line of Book. Yeah, that's the problem. Melancholy. Massacre. Wait, was this a... No! Graveyard? Philosophy. Let's just say that I am not getting any of the perfect poem achievements on my first playthrough. I'm pretty sure I didn't click it this time, but I'm pretty sure massacre is a Sayori word. I think we figured that out last time. Grief. Fuck off. I think personally, and I'm sure actually the flip side is true if you're going for Natsuki or Sayori happy words, because I'm sure some of the happy ones are like, you would think that they go to one but they go to the other. God, this is dumb. This is stupid. Unending. Unrequited. Fuck! Oh my god! I'm gonna scream. This is infuriating. Entropy. Yeah, that's not a Sayori vocab word. Unstable. Doki Doki. They said the thing. Infinite. It's honestly a wonder that the first couple ones, before I realized that they bounced with the word that you picked, I didn't accidentally make a Sayori poem thinking that I was making a Yuri poem. Fester. It's a gross fucking word. Incongruent. Haven't heard that since calc. probably. Effulgent. Oh, that's like bright lights, right? We looked that one up. Or like, something like that. I don't fucking remember. Yeah, that's what I thought. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Aha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out, for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. Wow, she fucking spun around real quick. It's gonna be great. I didn't count whether you mostly got Yuri or I definitely got mostly Yuri. I stopped getting the Sayori ones after the first, 7. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. Oh, that explains everything. But it's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. I want to say it would be really cool if American schools did something like these school festivals also, but also American schools suck so much that there's no way it would actually be good. Be fucking awful. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. I don't like it. The American school system leaves a lot to be desired. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. Field day is the bane of my existence. I never thought I was gonna have to be subjected to those two words together again ever in my life, and you just fucking broke that. How could you do this to me? I thought we were friends. What's wrong with you? Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica? Wait, but squid is... Monica? Oh no. Taco is octopus, not squid. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Because it's a Japanese joke. Question mark? Never mind. That's actually really funny. To fourth wall break like that. That's hilarious. I'm actually cracking up inside, even if I'm not showing it. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Ah, yes. The fucking... The number one way to prove I'm not depressed to literally any human being. Just smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Kylie, what's up? She fucking literally acts like a teacher. Oh, I'm just shuffling papers. Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Kylie. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. We're all friends here. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Kylie. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sadie talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way. Sadie is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. When she's with me. I mean, to be fair, in this case, she's kind of just pointing out things that the pro tag is too dense to realize. But also, it's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Kylie. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Lexi, why does one of those A's have an accent on top of it? in the middle. All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. Oh, okay. I understand. Say no more. Say no more. I get it. I just like I caught it when I read it the first time, and then looking back, I was like, wait a second. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. Say less. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from her. Here, I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. Of her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I double-clicked. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. ... I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Posture check. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. Right. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. All of you are dumb. Everyone in this room? Dumb. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Why can't I clip YouTube streams? So I think you can, but I'm pretty sure you need to be like a verified channel, which means we need to get me a few tens of thousands of followers. I'm actually gonna Google it quick. Create a highlight. Oh no, that's a me thing. Can you clip streams on YouTube? Oh, they're introducing it. So it's still getting rolled out. I see. Though that article is from January, so. But yeah, on some streams you'll see like some scissors just below sometimes, where like where all the other like the like and stuff is, or maybe it's where like the I can't remember. Oops. Excuse me. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. I instinctively said perhaps because I thought the next line was also witty. Kylie, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. And sometimes it's not that fucking deep. Sorry. I had a moment. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants, as she told us yesterday. I noticed her strange behavior today too. Also, random question, is the screen kind of orange because I forgot that my blue light filter is on? And if it is orange, then I'll turn it off, but if it's not, then I'm gonna leave it on to save my fucking eyes. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Oh, well, in that case, Phoebe, your screen would be like fucking hyper omega orange right now. Because I have done that sometimes where I'll screenshot something and then open the screenshot and it's like, this picture only has orange left in it. Okay. I think because I swapped from doing display captures to doing game captures, it bypasses that now, which is awesome because I would absolutely prefer to leave a blue light filter on in general. That's good to know though. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. Too many W's in that sentence. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. That's because you don't have any because you're a fucking robot. Sorry. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. I'm gonna have to go get more water soon. Hydration check. Drink some fucking water, nerds. Okay, everyone. Oh, we don't get a fun reading scene this time? How could they? After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Damn, you really called me out on that hydration check. I do what I can. I do what I can. It's what I'm here for. My dream is that someday I get the ability to have emotes, and I have a hydration emote. That's my goal. Oh, I can totally also just be like, how do I do this? There we go. Fucking nailed it. I am also actually going to take that opportunity to refill my water for extra hydration. So I'll be back in a minute or two. okay. Sorry, I had to pet a cat too. I got priorities, you know? Here we go. Dot, dot, dot. Hello again. Kylie, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. I know, because I'm an expert after writing poems for 3 days. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. I need to stop swinging my mouse around and going over the buttons. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Emotional personal theme. Kylie, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. Why are you laughing? This is a serious moment, Lexi. What the fuck is wrong with you? People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? It is emotional music. Did you think I was being sarcastic? I was surprised because we've been listening to like one single loop for like 4.5 hours. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? No, I was actually shocked that it was changing to something else. I agree, Phoebe. Poor Yuri. I'm not a know-it-all, Kylie. I didn't call you one. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. Yes, the only thing. Talking to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. Fuck normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. That I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. I'm just an airheaded empty shell. How could I be helping you? No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Kylie. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. Didn't you get bullied into this club by your only friend? And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Cute. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you. Ooh, part 2. We get the season 2. Okay. Ghost Under the Light, part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly... Fuck! I just absent-mindedly click before I can read. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. We're good. I'm also gonna save again. Alright. Depression friend. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably, Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Kylie. So, Yuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. So, Yuri, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I didn't get to read her poem. It's kind of sad, but okay. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Wow. Wow. Okay. Hi, Kylie. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ahaha. God. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Excuse me. Yeon cry? Excuse me. God, I think I like swallow a lot of air when I talk a lot or something because... Hello. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Kylie. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spent with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it though. Now, I wonder what happens if, like, the first 2 days you write, for example, a Yuri poem. Oh, well, I'll look at it later then. Like the first 2 days you write a Yuri poem, and then the third day you try to write a Natsuki poem. But if she's... Yeah, I'm also... like, I'm wondering if once everyone gets their respective upset, if there's like no going back. Please do not confirm or deny because I'll just replay this at some other point and do all the other ones. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... Ahaha. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the clubroom every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. That's a really sketchy way of phrasing that. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend that is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gently as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. It's kind of fucking yikes. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Wait. Was that an anime joke? Because they're 2D? They're 2D characters? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you could work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase? That sounds like something that someone who has a catchphrase would say. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. But nothing terrible would happen. This is just a poetry writing simulator. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people, that shouldn't have been in quotes. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. Baking. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Ignore your question? Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, Phoebe, you didn't say anything. I don't blame her for not answering the question, but I personally would have been like, anyway, I would have I don't know, I would have made some actual recognition that I heard you and was actively not responding rather than just pretending I didn't hear anything. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I am useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Monica, you fucked up. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That was really funny, actually. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Kylie. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica's suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anywhere. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Why did I say crumble? If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Kylie may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Kylie to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Kylie to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? To be fair, Monica, you did already say that you are working with Sayori, so I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Kylie, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Humph. Very well. In that case... Okay. I know I keep... Why would you put someone on the spot like this? It's one thing to be like, hey, which of the three of us do you want to help? But it's another to make such a big deal out of the choice. That's where the awkward part comes in, personally. Literally, like, literally making this as miserable as possible. But, we're going... I'm okay, I promise. God, my neck. We're just going 100% with Yuri on this route. So, excuse me. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Kylie? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. It is a very big deal, but it'll be easier for my brain to remember what I did already if I just pick the same thing for every choice. A whole weekend, oh my god! Is there like, after you beat the game, is there like a scene selector? Or do you have to rely on where you remembered to save? Because, going back through everything is miserable. Like, I want to do it. I just want to know if it's gonna suck. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? Rely on saves? Oh, that's so annoying. I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Kylie? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, this isn't Zero Escape. What? I don't understand. I still... Is there not a reason to... Wait, I don't... What is that in response to? I'm sorry. Is that about me talking about going back through everything? Oh, I mean, what? That... I don't think that's unreasonable to ask for something that is hours of reading and has points where you might want to go back and see other answers to questions. I don't think scene selection is unreasonable, especially because if you forget to make a save somewhere, then you're fucked. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Kylie picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. But why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. Because we're friends. That's true. And I'm sure if I hit like, oh wait, there is a skip. I just can't skip things that I haven't done yet. I do remember that in the options. And it I'm assuming it like skips to choices that you have to make. So you skip all the things you've read already, and then you just that actually works out, because then if you can skip something, you know you read it already, and if you can't, then you know you didn't. All right, we're good. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Wow, good fucking catch. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. I got you, Lexi. I heard Streamlabs just reopened. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much anyway, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Kylie. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Everybody in this group is too self-deprecating. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? You've known her for 3 fucking days. Calm down. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Holy shit, that was so fast. Do you live outside? I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Outside the fucking... What? Why is this the scene right now? It doesn't make any sense. Also, this fucking... You can't see my mouse, but this fucking overhang roof right here, fucking awful if you get any sort of precipitation whatsoever, especially if it snows here. What a horrible design. Absolutely abysmal, abominable, atrocious. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Also, Lexi, do you have an estimate for time left? Because I'm wondering if I try to finish this tonight or if I try to finish tomorrow after Fate. What do you think? Partially just so that I don't have to read for 4 hours straight out loud. We were at about, we were a little under 3 hours. It's not impossible to finish tonight. Tough decision. Last time it was like 2.7 or something. And right now we're at about 2, I guess. With like our sidetracks and stuff. So like honestly, we're probably only at like the 4-hour mark. Because we get distracted so easily. Finish date. Okay. I just like I don't want to end up being like 30 minutes away from the end and stopping. There's no more music. That's never a good sign. I don't want to be like within the hour. Okay. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Kylie. How could you fucking do this to me? I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... There's a fucking bug in my room. I'm gonna scream. Wait, how did you know that? Yuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Yuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... That is a very large cow. Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Kylie. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, right? I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm sorry. There's a fucking moth flying around. No, it's fine. I understand. It is a very large cow. I'm getting punished for being so selfish. That's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Haha. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Kylie. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Because you're a bad friend. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Another extremely awkward situation. Though, to be fair, the protag put themselves in this situation. Kind of. Everyone is at fault here. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Kylie? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Kylie. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. Truth. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Haha. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Kylie. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Kylie. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. Yup. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Kylie. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Kylie. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Kylie. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. Festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Why is there a coat hanger over here? Excuse me. Ha. I cleaned it before you came over, so... For funsies? For what is fun about a coat hanger there? It's not a good spot to hang up anything. Excuse me. That's very considerate of you to do. No. Oh no. Oh no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, yes. That's what I love to do the first time I go over to anybody's house, is help clean their room. That would be even more embarrassing. Oh, stop yawning. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, kind of rude searching through people's stuff. I do understand a little bit, like, the mindless, like, oh, like, things. However, I agree, don't touch my stuff. You know, mood lightening, aromatherapy candles. For slam poetry? Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for... cupcakes, I guess. I wish to stop yawning. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is it because I talk too fast? Is that my problem? I just go. I gotta go. Gotta go fast. We got places to be. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? Oh my god. That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. Sanic. brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. A banana? Bananas have, what's in bananas again? Oh fuck, I can't remember. Potassium! Potassium helps you stop shaking when you have nervous shakes. Fun fact. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Cylinder-shaped. I did some shopping on the way here. Yes, potassium. So I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Oh my god, I'm going to scream. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood in the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Oh my god, now my nose is fucking running. Because I was yawning too much. It's almost like magic. Yeah, just casually have these things prepared for the festival. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. I do not know about essential oils to know how much of it is bullshit and how much of it is actually means anything. But this is kind of funny. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion on anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Oh, yeah, no, like, the story can do whatever. I mean, like, in real life. My mom is one of those people who's like, you need peppermint oil. I'm like, please leave me alone. Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. That does make it hard to tell if they're working, doesn't it, Phoebe? We'll need about 100 of them. Ooh. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Ooh hoo hoo. Yuri giggles with red cheeks, very clever turning around something that was already said about you at the person who said it. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? No, it's obviously the fucking jasmine essential oil. I'm sorry. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something she enjoys. Here's a marker, Kylie. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. It is funny that, like, nothing... this is very clearly supposed to take place in, like, a Japanese school, but nothing specifically has called to that except for Natsuki's, Ika, squid joke, and, like, write any character you want. Everything else has been, like, this could take place anywhere. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more, and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Pulls out machete. This is a knife. Oh no, yeah, I know, but like, yeah, like, I don't know what I was going for. I forget what my point was. Whatever. You're right though. It looks really fancy. Moving on. Nice fucking typing, Lexi. LLL. Well. Oh, speaking of L's, I'm mad because the Love Live has another 2-week break again already, so fuck them. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Ugh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Yes. Person gets nervous about sharing something that they think is gonna make somebody think they're a fucking psycho. That's so funny and quirky. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Haha. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out, even though you clearly have things to do, and I'm now stopping you from doing your job. I'm funny, Lexi. Fucking join the club. The Doki Literature Club. Carrying on. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. Proper knife etiquette right there. We love to see it. Never hand someone a blade with the blade pointing at them, because it's fucking dangerous. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Way to go, idiot. Kylie, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. It's a fucking knife. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Surprise. Oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Maybe she panicked, Lexi. You don't know. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Kylie, did you really just do that? That maybe was not the perfect solution, but now we're even. You don't even sound sure of yourself for saying that. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Generally, when I panic, I don't lick people's fingers. Fucking... I will give anyone a little bit of leeway within reason about panicking and doing weird shit. Because your brain doesn't always work properly when you're like, oh my god, what's happening? But anyway. Ahaha. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Kylie. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Ah, right on my fingers. Oh wait, I probably can't even. Yeah. This is what I was talking about the other day, Phoebe. My makeshift finger splints. I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. It's not for cuts, Lexi. It's because it helps stop me from bending the index fingers especially, but also the thumbs a little bit swell up. They're like the main problem that's been wrong with my hands still. And they are conveniently simultaneously like at the point where my compression gloves cut off because they're fingerless, and so I just like use the band-aids as like pressure, and it also stops me from bending them too much, so I'm not like overusing them as if I had a brace on them, but without having to buy fucking actual splints for 4 fingers. And the fucking Stop and Shop cloth bandages are cheap as shit. So I've just been like, I think I've gone through like two or 3 packs of 100. I used less the past few days, so not as bad. But yeah, that's a thing. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. I definitely did not just get attacked by my fucking cut. Everything's fine. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you on Pinterest? Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Oh, I see. Okay. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. And before she goes through that drawer that we told her not to go through. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cup's too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, and bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. I don't know that painting a gradient is the easiest, is a simple thing. Anyway, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, and then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write inspirational quotes across the banner. Yeah, like doing that in fucking Photoshop is easy, but physically painting a gradient? I guess watercolors make it a little bit easier than if it was like oil or something, but still. Also, hope my microphone is not picking up the dog screaming downstairs because he recently has decided that he's gonna do that again. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Aw, cute. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Judy's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. It's almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? It's the fucking oil again. Yuri's gentle fingers, wrapped around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Wow. No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. Offer to make dinner! You dumb idiot. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I was glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow, Lexi. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Can I help you? Because we can do this again. Whenever we want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. If you're done, you can stop here, but it's possible to finish the day relatively soon. There's more today. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Kylie. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. kind of like that about you. Wow, close. Well, stop. How am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, Kylie. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Kylie. I just stopped by to say hi. I wonder if I should have stopped already. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Coyote beams. Well, I was planning on waiting till Yuri left, and that would be a good spot to stop. But they complicated her leaving. So I don't know if it's a good spot to stop anymore. Um um yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Zoom. Fucking speed. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori. Is this like a whole conversation? Because if it is, then I'll save right here and stop. Yeah, okay. I have to go to the bathroom anyway. I drank so much water. Okay, cool. Wait. Exit is back here. Oh my god. Settings. God, I wish I could find the fucking... Wait, let me... I don't want to Google it in case I spoil. So basically what happened... Phoebe, I think you missed this last time, but basically what happened last time, when you exit the game for the first time, there's this like... It does like a blue screen and like a restart, and it loads up like an MS-DOS thing. And then it's like, here's this metaverse enterprise solutions thing, and it's like you're on a desktop. No explanation whatsoever. Who could say? Who could say what was happening? Nobody knows. Just a little weird. But it only played the video the first time I exited. Every other time it goes directly to the screen. So sadly, although if I hit quit and reload the game, it might have actually literally just been that. Yeah, it was this. It did. Oh, right, and the buzz too made it fucking sketchy as shit. Yeah, it did this the first time. The first time you exit, not the first time you load the game, it goes straight to this, the regular DDLC loading screen. Where everything's just all cheerful and shit. And then you exit the game and it plays faster. It plays this video. And I was like, I was not ready for this to happen. And I was like, what the actual fuck is going on right now? And I will say, to a degree, I am kind of spoiled thematically on a couple things that might be headed this way, but I don't know all the details, so I was not expecting that. But anyway, that was that. So that is almost 6 hours right there, although it's a distracted 6 hours with us, having our interjections and stuff. but would you assume, Lexi, that another session like this will finish the run? Do you think that? I need to open this again because it looks really weird to just have my camera on a black screen because I don't have a standby screen. We're just gonna go listen to the music. Okay, then maybe tomorrow after anime night, I will. If not tomorrow, then Saturday, definitely. And then I will finish this, and then I have. What else do I have? We have Little Nightmares. Oh, I have the fucking trippy Everhood rhythm game. Music game. It's a music game, not a rhythm game. Alright, well, I'll try to be a little less distracted and tangential tomorrow. Or whenever, tomorrow or Saturday. So hopefully, we finish. But yeah, I think maybe Everhood next. Maybe I'll ask opinions. We'll see. Because there's Little Nightmares 2. There's Everhood, which is this weird fucking game with a fucking... I can't even describe it. It's weird. And then there was one other that was like on my mind. What was it? Oh, there's another... there's a Metroidvania that just came out. It's really fucking sweet. Called Ender Lilies. Never mind the fucking 520 other games in my Steam library, most of which have not been played or in some cases even installed on my computer. We got games to play. I need help. And I also have other stuff I want to do, so we'll get there. Okay. Peace.